Hey, how's everybody doing today? So, have you guys ever been in a relationship where that individual you're with reminds you of your ex? Does it ever happen to you that they start acting very similar to the people you've dated in your past? Every guy's the same, every girl's the same. You ever been in that situation? I have, and I know you guys have too. But let me clarify some things. Did you know it's impossible for any single individual you've dated before be the same in any single way? Maybe because they like certain things, but other than that, it's impossible for them to be like everybody else. Did you know that it's impossible to look for love outside of yourself? Like if you're gonna find someone and he's gonna be the right one because he makes you feel loved, or she treats me like no one has ever treated me before. I mean, it's nice if that was true, but it's not. Why do I say this? When others show hate to you, people say, oh, I have a lot of haters, I have a lot of haters. How can you identify a hater without being one yourself? How can you identify someone doesn't like you without you not liking someone yourself? I've learned that we are a reflection to others, and people reflect who we are. When you react to a certain man, a certain female that you're dating, the mind automatically, I don't know why this happens, but automatically it starts making you think to compare, to compare, to compare, to compare. It's like instead of going on a date, you go on, it's like you're going to court. You're just there like the judge, just waiting to see how you can compare that person and where you can catch them lying. Hold on. Hold on. The main mistake that we make is judging other people for who they are. A lot of people say, I'm going to talk basically on females, they say, oh, he's not my type, he's not my type, that's not the way I like my guys. Well, who is your type? Do you even have one? Did you know you don't have one? First thing you do is, oh, he's not my type because he has bad hair, or he's fat, or he's short, or he's tall, or he's, whatever the case may be. Look at the car he drives, look at his family, look at the house he lives in, and it's the same thing with the females from our guys' perspective. And it's not supposed to be that way, because every time you're looking for something you don't like in someone, you're gonna find it. Why? Because you're looking for it. Seek and you shall find. It's gonna be there. Why don't you just focus on looking for the best in every single individual that you meet? Every person that comes your way, how can you find the best in them? We all have flaws. God didn't make us perfect, so where do you get this fantasy of finding the perfect man? I see a lot of women having kids, a lot of single moms out there struggling with their kids because they don't have a dad. I went through that. Yes, it is tough, but it's a lot tougher making the wrong decisions and growing up suffering them. It's a lot tougher growing up a single parent and watching your kids suffer like I did. Going to the streets, using drugs, using women. It's not an easy picture, and you're not prepared for that. But did you know that the only reason that you had kids was because you had a void in your life, you had a hole to fill in, and you thought that your mom couldn't give you the love, your boyfriend couldn't give you the love, your husband couldn't give you the love, no one in your family could have given you the love, and now you have the kids, and now you're unhappy because you're not able to be there for them the way you would want to. Didn't you just find out by me telling you this that the kids aren't the love either? Did you know that hole is a hole that only God can fill? And that's the main mistake that we all make in relationships. I suffered as a kid for the wrong decisions that my parents made. That's fine, I forgave them. But I could have learned and I could have had a different life. And so can your kids. Everything that you do, every single reaction, every single thought, every single word, every single thing that you guys do as a parent is going to reflect on the kids. And when they grow up, it's going to reflect back. How about we start teaching our kids what love really is? What is love? Do you guys even know what love is? Oh, love doesn't exist. Oh, I haven't felt it in a long time. Where do y'all get this nonsense from? God is pure love. The power of Jesus Christ is pure love. The love that got me out of the hell I was in is the one I'm talking about. The love of caring for others, expecting nothing in return. Did you guys know that most of us lose a lot of friendships, a lot of family members? Things start to separate. Everyone goes their own way just because of a big misunderstanding. And let me put it to you this way. If I need help and I go to you for help, what in the hell makes you believe? Where do you hear this? Who tells you these things? That if I come to you for help, you're going to come back to me for help. Where the hell did you guys learn this? You know what the sad part is? No one is teaching us these things. But we're reacting to the situations like we're the boss, like we know everything. We don't. You guys need to understand that when your friend needs your back, you're supposed to give it to him. But you're supposed to give it expecting nothing in return. It's the same thing as when you see a homeless man and you give him something, you're not expecting anything in return, but you feel good for giving, right? Because you know that you give, you're going to be given. It's the same thing with your friends and your family. When someone disappoints you because they couldn't be there for you, understand, put it in your head. If these people ask you for help, they cannot help you. But you need to understand in your heart that you helped out. And that God is always going to have your back, and He's never going to abandon you. He's always going to have your back, no matter what. But we decide to close the door out of hundreds, thousands, a million doors that God has for us, waiting to back us up. We shut the door that we thought God was going to walk through. And then what do? Oh, I'm not going to talk to Him anymore because every time they need my help, I'm there for them. And when I need something, they're never found. That's the part of life, that's the part of the game. Help and don't ask for anything. It's just giving. The giving has a cause and effect action in it. You give, you will receive. No one said, oh, give to this person, that person has to give you back. I've never read it in the Bible. I haven't found it in any book, so I know it's not true. Unless you can prove it otherwise, go ahead and make a comment and let me know where you saw this. But get that through your head. We need to stop comparing people. We need to stop bringing the past into our present. The past was taken from us for a reason. God created this woman into dust for disobeying Him when He told her, do not turn back. She had more curiosity. She paid the price with her life. Let's not pay the price with our life and every relationship that we go through, with every friendship that we have, with every family member. We need to stop judging who people are. Let them be how they are. What if that ugly, fat, poor dude is going to give you the love of his life, the love that God has given him? And that is going to create a beautiful family, a beautiful home. Good jobs are going to start. Everything's going to start falling into place so that you can live a happy life. But if you start focusing on your misunderstanding, the ignorance that you have, on every individual that you meet, you're never going to be happy, because happiness comes from within. You want people to be good to you. You don't want negative people to bump into you. You want to be happy all the time. Start being happy so that other people can be attracted to you. Be a positive person. Wake up in the morning. God, I'm grateful for this wonderful day. I'm just very pleased that you've given me life. I have all my senses here. I'm able to think. I'm able to breathe. I'm able to and start naming and start confirming and start being grateful for everything that God has done for you. No matter what it is, start being grateful. And God will change your days. Don't focus on trying to live a happy life. You're going to fill it full of disappointments and regrets. Don't focus on living a happy life. Focus on living a happy day. Why? Because when you focus on living every single second of your life being happy, appreciating everything that comes to you with a grateful attitude, by the time you look back, you're gonna see your life as a happy one. You're gonna look back and say, you know what, I actually did live a happy life. And all you had to do was stop creating the fantasy of wanting to do something and just focusing on a daily basis. Every single action that you take, do it with the glory of God. Do it for God. If it's at work, even if it's with the people you don't like, with the people you do like, with your friends or family, just everything you do it with the best in you, with the best interest for you. When you have the best interest for yourself, the other people are going to find the best interest for you as well. So let's reflect that. Let's do good for somebody else so that good can come back to us. That's another type of good karma. You do good for others, good will come back. So praise yourself for being a great positive individual every single morning. Thank God for that day. Confess, give affirmations of how you want it to go, and understand that no matter what happens that day, it's going to be for your highest good. If it's something bad, if you get fired, if you have an accident, you lose a family member, things are not going good at home, just remember that every single thing that we're going through is for our spiritual development. It's our daily training, you know. So be grateful for everything, and once you start seeing the positive in every single thing that you're going through, you're gonna learn to understand that the positive lifestyle has always been around us. It's always been us not being able to appreciate the abundance that God has around us. But you can become free from this suffering, from these lies, from this deception that the world has offered you, just by being positive. And it starts by caring and loving for yourself. Trust me. Try this out. Just be positive every day. Wake up with good affirmations. Thank God. Thank for everything that you go through, good or bad. And you're going to start learning that there is nothing bad in life. Everything is just so that you can grow, so that your spirit can develop, you know. And once I learned about this reality, other than the reality that the world offers, my whole life changed. Everything that I thought was wrong was a teacher for me. Every bad decision was a teacher for me. Every suffering was a teacher for me. So let's start learning. We don't need to go on YouTube and look for, I don't know, certain topics on how to live life, how to do this, how to do that. Start paying attention. Shut that mouth, that beak that's always talking and yapping and gossiping, and just start paying attention. Just look at everything. Study. Start being the observer. And you're going to love to live life the right way. Doesn't matter what you have or you don't have. What matters is that God is there with you. And that peace that He offers is something you're never going to find in any man, in any family member, and any kid. Love yourself, guys. Love yourself. Love yourselves. Every time you love yourself, you love God. Every time we're loving ourselves, we don't want to do harm against us. Our love creates us to protect us. You know, it will never allow us to make a bad decision, because that love is going to respond, hey, what about me? I thought you were wanting to do good for yourself. I thought you cared about yourself. You know? So stick to your higher self, listen to that good voice in your head, and eliminate the other one. The Bible says, rebuke the devil and he will flee. All day, the devil, they're just like a mosquito. Unfortunately, you can't just smack it out of the way because it's not in physical form. But there's prayer. There's power behind prayer. Use your heart for it. Ask for God's protection. And He'll back you up. He'll back you up no matter what you go through. He did it with me. He can do it with you. You guys have an amazing day, and just keep staying tuned. I have a lot to talk about. Stay positive and have a wonderful one. Oh yeah.